Here we are in an amazing theatre, the Winter Gardens on Broadway, talking to two stars that I'm not best pleased with already, Joe Machota and Tina Madigan. Firstly, did I get your names right?
Correct.
Marvellous. Now, I'm not very happy with you for a couple of reasons. One, you're too attractive and you're making me feel all inadequate.
You're way too nice.
No, well, that's the thing, you see. You're on stage and you, can I say, don't leave much to the imagination?
Oh, yeah, I have to take a lot of my clothes off, yeah.
I mean, I noticed that many of the female members of the audience were not particularly paying much attention to the script at the points when you come on. I think that needs to be stopped straight away.
Well, I'll see what I can do about it.
This is an amazing show, and I've got to be really honest with you. At the beginning, I didn't think I was going to particularly like it, because I love ABBA's music, but I thought a musical about ABBA. But within about 3 minutes, you'd got me so wrapped up in the show. And the thing about the musicals in the UK is they tend to slag them off a lot and say bad things about them if they aren't Shakespeare and educational. This is a feel-good musical, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What a great line. Which genius do you think came up with absolutely?
I'm not sure. Judy Kramer, maybe.
It's a great musical, as I say, and you two are the loving couple in it, and the chemistry's marvellous on stage. You must have worked hard and practiced.
Oh, thanks a lot. You know what? Honestly, no. The first day that we had rehearsal was the first day that we met each other, and we were so lucky. It makes my job so easy that it just clicks, and from day one.
Tina, do you really like him, or is it just acting?
He's my best friend. He's like my right arm. I couldn't do anything without him.
Let's talk to you about your career to begin with, because you've really had an amazing rise to fame. I mean, you've not done a lot before this. You're straight on Broadway. It's a real credit to your talent.
I'm really excited to be here. I wasn't sure, how long it was going to take to get to New York, because one day I eventually wanted to find myself here. But when I got the call in Chicago from Phil Lloyd, the director of the show, to say, will you come and open up the Broadway production, I was absolutely thrilled. It's a dream come true, and I'm having an amazing time here. Amazing.
Did you ever think you would make it to Broadway? Because most actors fail. Most actors don't make it to a theatre like this, in a production like this. Did you always feel and know in your heart that it was going to happen, or was it just a showbiz feeling that you wanted to do it because it's an easy job, or other reasons that people have these days?
Well, it's so not an easy job. It's a fun job, but it does take a lot of work, and it takes a lot of determination. It takes a lot of drive, and if you want it and you strive hard enough, I think, to get there, then dreams can come true. But if you just go to take a dance class once a week and think that it's going to be handed to you on your silver platter, that's not how it happens. It takes a lot of hard work. So I think, I always wanted to be here. I always dreamed that I would be here. I just didn't think, wow, originating a role is actually quite a tremendous opportunity to be doing.
How much pressure was on you? Because a lot of people were watching this. It was the big production in the Winter Gardens. It was Mamma Mia. It was about ABBA. Could you do the songs? What kind of pressure was on you at the time?
Intense. I would have never, if someone told me it was that pressure filled, I wouldn't have believed it. I think a lot of it was the pressure was taken off due to the September 11th tragedy, that everything kind of was put into perspective of what the pressure actually was at the time, And it was when we opened on October 5th was our first preview, and hearing the audience, the way they responded, all the pressure seemed to relieve itself, quite. It was still opening night. You're worried about the reviews, and you're worried about, you want to keep the show running. But we had a great advance, so we were lucky, and we've had sold out audiences, so that pressure's kind of been relieved.
Do you think the media over here, as they can do in the UK, ruin a show? And if it is a brilliant production, if they say it isn't, do you think people listen?
Yes, I think it can hurt immensely if the press isn't on your side. It's a big, I think, obstacle to overcome, but we've been very fortunate. Ben Brantley from the New York Times was great to us, and has been in the New York Post, and across the board, we've been very lucky, since we've been here, and we can't complain. It's been a great ride.
It's an amazing part that you two have got, because I don't want to give it away. The problem I've got with this program, I want to give all the secrets away and how brilliant these musicals are, but it would be silly to give the plot. But basically, this is an underlying love story, and you're trying to find your father, aren't you?
Yes, Sophie's a young girl who has found her mother's diary and has never known who her father was. She's raised by her mother on a small Greek island. She finds her mom's diary and finds out she has 3 possible dads, and it's about 3 months before her wedding to Sky, who's played by Joe, and she invites these 3 complete strangers to the island to come to her wedding because she wants her dad to walk her down the aisle.
It's great fun, this musical, as well, isn't it, Joe? There's a lot of laughs as well as the serious side and the emotional side.
Oh, completely. It's the best time I've ever had doing a show.
Do you pinch yourself every day when you walk up Broadway and see this huge theatre, world-renowned, and think, I'm the star of that?
I have to say, and I'm not lying to you, there's no sugarcoating. we literally had a phone call today that she called to ask me a question. And we were talking, and I go, she was asking about vacation. I go, I'm not taking a vacation right now. I go, I love my job. It's been over a year. And every day I come into work, I have yet to be like, oh, I don't want to go in today. And we work 6 days a week. And I don't know how many people can say that about their jobs, that there are literally days in the last couple of weeks that I've been excited. I can't wait to go to work because I love it so much.
Let's talk to you about you and your fitness again. It really is irritating me now. I hear though that it wasn't always like this, and you had to work very hard to get this, dare I say, fit for the role.
I auditioned in March, and I remember at the final callbacks, two of the guys were wearing, one was a sleeveless shirt, the other one was in tank top, and I was wearing exactly what I'm in, a button-down Oxford, fully clothed. You couldn't see a thing. And afterwards, I had gone on the website and I saw all the pictures of Sky, or his either shirt is open, or he's wearing a wetsuit, or he's in a Speedo. And I was like, oh, cripes. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get the job. Well, on Monday, I found out I got the job, and I started the Body for Life program, and I lost 29 pounds. And it's 6 days a week I'm at the gym. And
help me with that. Was that diet and fitness, or how did you do it? How did you lose that amount of weight?
It's 20 minutes of cardio 3 times a week, and then an hour of working out, plus 6 meals a day, a portion of protein, portion of carbs. That's it in a nutshell. And it's staying away from all the if you think you shouldn't eat it, you shouldn't eat it.
All right, so I can't have cream cakes on this diet.
You can one day a week. One day a week you can have anything. If you want to go to McDonald's 3 times during that day, you can go to McDonald's 3 times.
You're telling me I could eat 60 burgers in one day and still lose weight?
If you can, but I'll tell you, after doing this diet for 6 days, on that 7th day, there's no way you can eat that many burgers. You'll be sick to your stomach.
Have you ever done QVC, the shopping channel?
No, I haven't. I'm the biggest fan of this. And when I'm my friends all know me. I'm like, I swear by it. There are a few things I swear by. Body for Life is one of them.
Tell me about your rise to fame and getting here to Broadway. You're from New York. How did you make it onto this stage?
Well, I grew up in Chicago, and then I went to school at Boston Conservatory. And my first professional audition there was for Starlight Express, and I got that. And from there, every job has led to the next quite successfully. And then I came here, and I was part of a show called Little Women the Musical that actually was going to come to London at one point. And we had our posters up, we were in the theater, blah, blah, blah. And they lost some of the funding, it all kind of fell apart. And then this came right around the corner. So, and I made it to Broadway.
I love Starlight Express, and they've taken it off the West End now. I think it's going to tour around the world. It may well be doing now. Andrew Lloyd Webber's kind of ditched it. It's not on here either, is it?
Yeah, no, actually, but they're just starting up another, it's a non-union touring company through the United States that's actually auditioning right now.
How was it being in Starlight Express? Because not only singing, dancing, you have to be on roller skates through the whole performance.
Physically, it was the hardest thing I've ever done, except for the Body for Life diet. It was 3 months of skate camp, learning how to skate, getting up at 9 in the morning and skating until 6, and your skates do not come off all day. That you eat lunch in your skates, they form to your feet. They're like your second skin. And it was a bear to learn, but once you did, every night was like a sporting event.
Lots of blisters.
I cannot begin to tell you how many. It was disgusting.
It's been great fun talking to you today. Thank you both. You're amazing in this musical. It's on in the West End as well, but come and see it on Broadway. It's at the Winter Gardens, a huge theatre, and it's an amazing show with amazing numbers that are done so differently but perfectly, because a lot of people can slate a musical like this for ruining the songs. There's a Queen musical coming over here next year that's on in the West End, We Will Rock You, which has done the same, but it's done so brilliantly that it doesn't matter.
Oh, well, thanks. Thank you so much. That's such a nice compliment.
I think Katherine Johnson has really written an incredible script that perfectly interweaves those ABBA music, the ABBA numbers, which still completely tell the story of what's going on. I really think it was a brilliant idea for Judy Kramer to come up with a show like this, and it really is incredible.
Thank you so much for sparing the time to talk to us today. Tina Madigan and Joe Machota, the stars of Mamma Mia. It's a huge musical. It's on at the Winter Gardens. And coming up next, we're going to go into the woods on the magic of the musicals on Broadway. Thank you.
Thank you so much.